So at what point did you begin to get away from just selling real estate and getting into lending and getting into real estate management and getting into construction management? I mean, those are all very different aspects of the real estate business. And it would almost be like, hey, man, you're going to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, but you've proven that you can actually make that work. So did you have to go out and hire expertise in these other areas to help you figure out how to make those systems work? And then tell me about that. And then how did you figure out how to marry all that together?
It's a great question. And, sometimes, we teach our elite execution system to a lot of different organizations across many different industries. Most often we're teaching to other real estate operators. And I often say, from an outside perspective, it looks like we're kind of a bad example to what I often end up teaching, which is not to try to be a jack of all trades, not try to do 15 things at the same time, because you're going to end up not doing any of them all that well. And, there's great value that comes from expertise. And so for us, we never set out saying, hey, we're going to be in, 15 different businesses at the same time. It happened very naturally. And we've never moved into a new business until we were crushing it, running at hitting budget, hitting our growth targets, had the right leadership in place in all the businesses we're in. So for us, it's been a very natural progression where we sort of added a arm to our business that's always integrated to everything else we do. Kind of once every year or so, we've added a new arm, but we don't do so until we've sort of mastered the businesses we're in. So for me, it started with a real estate brokerage, and then we started flipping homes because we were offering this guaranteed sale program, and we were out talking to motivated home sellers. That it became logical that we start stepping in and flipping homes. And the first flip just came kind of out of solving an issue. And that's kind of, we've realized everything we've done has come about realizing there's inefficiency, a problem people have, and trying to go down a path of solving it. And so we started flipping homes. In the beginning days, our first few years, that's what we did. We helped people sell homes, or we would just step in and buy them, renovate them, and sell them. And then within a few years, we couldn't find enough good contractors because we had grown to renovating so many houses. We couldn't find enough good contractors. We said, all right, well, let's hire our best contractor and let's start our own construction company. Just because we had no other option. We couldn't find enough good contractors. So we said, we're going to have to do this ourselves. So we built that. And then by the bottom of the real estate market, 2011, we said, all right, this is the bottom of the real estate market. It's time now to build a portfolio and of rental properties and invest at these incredible prices. And that caused us, because we couldn't find any good local property management, to launch property management to service these investments we were buying. And then quickly we started having a lot of investors wanting to invest with us. Didn't just happen magically. It was a lot of, good old school knocking on doors again, but started talking to a lot of investors, bankers, attorneys, relationships we had. And all of a sudden more and more investors wanted to invest with us. And we said, all right, we need a structure to do this. And so we started an investment fund management business to be able to better structure these investments for the families investing it with us. And, and then by 2014, we started having more capital than we were able to deploy into our investments. And we said, hey, we could take this knowledge and the capital we have, and we could lend money to other real estate investors doing the same thing and help them emulate what we've been able to do. And we started our lending business. So that's kind of been the progression of how each business come to be. They've all been a natural just evolution of trying to solve challenges and then seeing an opportunity to fill a void alongside what we're already doing. And that continued into a title company and a loan servicing business and so forth. And next, we're buying a bank. That's our next big thing, which fits in really nicely with what we do and the services we offer. Is we basically do private banking today. So it's been a natural evolution where it'd be nice if I said, hey, I had this great picture. One day I whiteboarded 15 years ago what DLP would look like today. And, unfortunately, that's not the way it worked. But it was just looking at being able to solve problems. And what the great thing is, once you build a system that works, once you understand the importance of putting right leadership in place, building structure on hiring and driving ownership within an organization, you put structure on how you communicate and how you run meetings and how you execute and how you set goals. You start realizing that all businesses are more similar than dissimilar, and it can be emulated through multiple different business lines.
Starting your route to retirement.